Boom, we are live with Louis Roman from the Visions Orlando and Resort and Spa. Louis, thanks for joining me here today.
Thank you, Gino, for having me. Let's get
I'm
to it.
really sorry, go ahead.
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. I'm really excited to have you on the program today because, I love your project. I've been there. I've seen the construction site firsthand, and I see what you guys are building. And it's a very, very exciting time to get involved with your resort and spa. Tell us a little bit more about what's happening. Fill us in on how it all got started. Let's start from the beginning and what the vision is, and then we can get into what you have available and pricing and all that good stuff. Go ahead.
Okay, so our developer is all over the place. He has various opportunities presently that are going to close at the end of this year, or they're ready to open at the end of this year. I also have projects that are long length. So I have something for 2026, something for 2027, something for 2028, and into the future. So he's prepared. If I always say I have two types of buyers. I have the one buyer that wants to give me a down payment right away to start making money right away. And so I put him into a project called The Flats, which is in closeout. We have about 7, 8 properties left there. I have one bedroom and various 2 bedrooms. And if I have the other client, the second client, who may need to break a CD or sell a property, or, I need to find my money and I'm going to need some time. I have projects that are going to be ready later in the future, and I can schedule a payment plan for them to make it easy.
I think you're frozen there for a second. Okay, there you are. Yeah, excellent. Now tell us a little bit about what you have and why people should come to Orlando to invest in your project.
Well, I think the first thing I like to look at is the infrastructure of Orlando itself. I-4 was widened. 417 is being widened as we speak. All of the major arteries in Orlando are being widened by the counties. Why is that? Disney World is already injecting over $17 billion into the infrastructure. Universal Studios, with Epic Universe alone, injected $7.7 billion into the infrastructure. So just Disney and Universal alone, we're looking at close to $30 billion in money being injected into our system. Therefore, the counties have to be ahead of the game and start widening all the major arteries to be prepared for the amount of tourism coming to Orlando. Last year, we saw over 75 million visitors. That's huge because we're the #1 state that gets these types of visitors. With over 75 million visitors, obviously they need a place to stay. And being aligned with Disney World, we're going to have a double certification with Disney World, Disney Vacation Villas and Disney Good Neighbor Hotel. And we're also part of the Preferred Hotel Group, which is a brand name, like saying Marriott or Hilton. So being those two things, we're creating a project that's hybrid to this universe of Airbnb. A lot of people don't know that Airbnbs bring in about 30% of the tourism. So 30% of the people coming here are going to stay in an Airbnb. The other 60 to 70% are going to want a hotel because they want the services and the luxury of a hotel. We are a hybrid product. I am an Airbnb. Each unit has an owner. And I am also a hotel, a business running and designed to attract 100% of all the tourism coming to Orlando.
Right. So now people are going to come there. They're going to invest in you have studios, you have 1 bedrooms, you have 2 bedrooms, you have townhomes that can sleep up to 8. I believe you were telling me in the past. Not sure. Those are probably all sold out. Am I correct? Or you still have townhomes?
So I have 1 townhouse left that just came back because the person who needed time, we had to move him out of the townhouse because he needed time to sell a property. He thought he would have it sold by now. He couldn't sell it. So we did him a favor and just no penalties, no problem. Let's just move you into a junior suite in phase 4. It'll be ready in 2028. He should be able to sell the property by then. If I have more townhomes in the future, I can move him again into a townhouse. But I do have 1 left right now.
Excellent. But you also have studios and you have the 1 bedrooms as well, the junior suites. These properties here, the benefits of owning one of these properties is what?
So there's a number of benefits, but let's just use one word symbols. So rentability, luxury, stability, the simplicity of it. So you buy this, and it's just a simple turnkey operation. You don't have to do anything.
Because you guys are actually managing it all for them.
We're
right?
doing everything. Well,
There
it's
you
not us. GPI is a third-party company.
That's
They're
right.
the managers, but they're also the ones that brought us Disney World. They're the ones that brought us Preferred Hotel Group. So it's a perfect marriage, if you will, in business.
Okay. Well, why don't you show us what the project looks like? And I know you guys have begun construction. How far along are you with the construction? Tell us a little bit about the project now. Let's take a look at your screen. Let's share the screen here. Let me
So
put you
I'm
in
going to
here.
share my
You can show us some
screen.
images. That'd be great of what the project's actually going to look like and where we're at today.
Give me 1 second.
While we're doing that, while he's looking for that, just contact me anytime. It's Gino Santarosa here at North to South Realty. We love showing you this project. This project is an exciting project with many, many steps and phases here involved, as Louis was talking about. So if you're not ready today and you're ready in the future, in a year or two, contact us because there are different projects in place as we speak. So let me know when you're ready. Contact me, leave a message, say interested in the comment box below, and I will reach out to you. Okay. Did you share your screen there, Louis? Let's see what you got.
Yeah. Are you seeing it? You're not seeing it?
No, I'm not seeing it. No. Just click. Let me go back over here, and then maybe you're gonna see if you can. There you are. Something's happening there. Yeah. Okay. So if you could just, I'll put you in over here, and there you go. Perfect. All right. Excellent. So show us a little bit about what you have here.
So we're going to talk about the flats first.
Okay.
And as I already stated, we saw over 75 million visitors last year. We're on target to see over 80 million visitors this year. Universal Studios, obviously because of the theme parks, Universal Studios last year, they opened up DreamWorks Land inside of Universal Studios with Shrek and Donkey, an area with Kung Fu Panda, an area with Trolls, with a Troller Coaster. I thought that was a wonderful play on words. And they just, May 22nd, they just opened the largest theme park the world has ever seen. At the time of its opening, it has all of these attractions, and it cost over $7.7 billion to build. It has a section called Isle of Berk, How to Train Your Dragon, the Harry Potter section, Ministry of Magic. The Dark Universe area has all of the monsters from the classical movies from Universal Studios, like Frankenstein, The Bride of Frankenstein, and the scariest of all, the mother-in-law of Frankenstein. We also have Super Nintendo World, which is actually you're walking into the video game as if you were one of the characters. It's truly an amazing park. I had the privilege of going to see it. My sales manager, his wife works as a lawyer for Universal Studios, and we got to premiere the park before it actually opened. And literally, you can see the money dripping everywhere. You can see the 7.7 billion easily. Now, this theme park is expected to bring in another 18 to 36 million new visitors per year. For the first time ever, what I like to call the theme park wars, Disney actually is scared that they may not finish as the #1 theme park in the world since they opened. So they have never not been #1, Disney World itself. And with this new theme park, they're thinking they may not finish this year #1. So what did they do? They decided to spend $17 billion, and they announced this at an event called D23, where they always announce everything that's new coming to Disney. In this D23 event, they announced that they're going to be injecting $17 billion into their parks here in Orlando, starting with doubling the size of the Magic Kingdom with an area called Villains Land. They're also going to have a brand new Cars Land attraction, which is almost finished. It's going to have rally-style cars running through the desert and through the mountains. And inside of Monsters, Inc. Studios, they're going to create the first suspended roller coaster that Disney's ever had. And inside the Animal Kingdom, which, by the way, is the last park that Disney World opened in 1998, they decided to create all new areas with Esperanza, Encanto, and the exciting adventures of Indiana Jones, which is going to be a ride that goes through a Mayan temple. So they just announced, and I don't have a lot of information on this, they just announced that they're aligning themselves as well with F1. And, you know, the movie has great scenes of what the F1 drivers go through. But I had the experience of being able to go to an F1 race in Miami. It's truly something that's amazing. There's not a lot of information with this, but the rumor is that they're taking the test track and they're converting into an F1 car experience, which would be very interesting. I mean, obviously, a normal human being can't just get into an F1 car. So I'm very curious what they're going to do with that.
Brilliant concept. Yeah.
Now, something we definitely needed was public transportation that was reliable. And we have it now with Brightline. Brightline is conveniently in the airport. And you can ride the Bright Line to Miami in 3.5 hours. And if we go west, the second stop after the airport going west is right in between Epic Universe and the Orange County Convention Center, which is presently the third largest in the US and the fifth largest in the world. They're also undergoing an expansion. Once that expansion is done, they will be the largest convention center in the US and the third largest in the world. The people who built the convention center is T&G Constructors. Why is this important? They're also the ones building for us the Flats Resort and Spa and also Visions Resort and Spa. They're the ones that are going to build all of the homes, the single family homes, the townhouses, the condos, all of it. So they have a very impressive resume, which just attributes to the expertise that's building for us. They built the Boca West Country Club in Boca Raton, the Ritz-Carlton here in Orlando and in Fort Lauderdale. They also did a lot of stores inside of Disney Springs. They built the Disney Orlando Port Orleans. They've done a lot of public schools for us. They built the JW Marriott here in Orlando. And needless to say, like I'm repeating myself, they built the Orange County Convention Center, and they're also building for us Visions and the Flats and other projects that are coming in the future.
Now, Louis, that's very important to note for everybody watching this live YouTube, is that the developer has so much experience, and that's who you want to deal with when you're purchasing into any development. You want to purchase with a developer with a background such as this developer here. So thanks for pointing that out.
Yes, indeed. I find it to be a very key element to the investor investing money. We try to make it as simple as possible, and a lot of experienced investors come here and they will plop the money down. Once they see the presentation, they'll go, okay, I'm in, give me 2, give me 3. And then we have the inexperienced investors, which we want to guide carefully. And all of this information is to help you make a decision, not a simple decision, but an expert decision, a wise decision. So all of this information is key to getting to that decision. At the end of the presentation, Gino, you've seen me do it 100 times. I simply ask, how many would you like? How many units? Because it should be that simple to understand the concept. This is truly a unique property in the fact that it's a hybrid, like I said earlier, and the attributes to we're going to be aligned with Disney World as a Disney Good Neighbor Hotel, as well as a Disney Vacation Villas. This will give my guests the same perks as if they're staying inside of a Disney hotel, such as early entry, 1 hour early entry and 1 hour late departure after the park closes, as well as transportation to and from our condos or resort, and parking inside of the Disney World parks. So we're going to be on Disney World's internet page, as well as a preferred hotel or resort to stay at, stamped with the approval of Disney World. We're expecting to see an additional 15% occupancy rate increase yearly just by being on this page.
Yeah, that is huge for any investor that's purchasing. Now you're a Disney preferred property. So if anybody wants to purchase one of these units, you are now going to be classified Disney preferred. When people are going to Disney, they're going to be looking at their webpage and they find these different developments and properties. And your development is one of the newest ones out there. So therefore, what is somebody going to select? They're going to select something that's newer rather than something that's older. So that's another very good point that you brought up, that this is a Disney preferred. What else can you tell me about the project? Show me more.
So we're also part of the Preferred Hotel group already. This is a group, like I said earlier, like a Marriott or a Hilton. It's a brand name. A lot of people don't recognize this brand name because they work behind the scenes more than in front of the scenes, like a Marriott or a Hilton. And the good thing about that is this makes us a hotel. This gives us a points program. People love points. I personally love points. I use my American Express for travel, and inside of the American Express, you have 3 options for travel. You have the simple one, which is hotels. Just pick a hotel anywhere in the world. The second one is Fine Hotels and Resort. And the third one is the Preferred Hotel Group. They have their own web page inside of American Express, and there it is right there. So this puts me in front of the high-powered individual that's willing to spend X amount of dollars while they're here in Orlando. They don't care what it costs to come. They don't care how much the experience costs. They just want the experience. And we're adding to that experience by providing a luxury location to stay at.
Got it. So this project here now, when I was there a few months back, you guys were under construction. Tell us a little bit how the construction's going, where we're at today, for people that have heard.
The construction right now, let me see if I can pull up one of those videos. You can still see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to pull up the last update.
Because right now you're building the junior suites and the studios and the whole entire development at this point, right? I mean, you have
Yes. So
the
the Visions is a huge development. It's over 55 acres in size,
massive.
and that allows us to obviously provide a lot of different price points. So we have, like you said earlier, we have the studios, we have the one bedrooms, we have the. I'm trying to find the update while I'm talking to you. We have the townhouses, 6 and 4 and 3 bedrooms, and we have large 8-bedroom houses too. So,
And the juniors are starting at 211,000 at this point. Has the price increased after that? Because you've been at 211 for a while now, which is great to see for somebody that wants to purchase. Are you still at 211 today?
this is just an update as of 55 acres site that I'm talking about. It's much more advanced than this now. I don't have the newest one. I should be getting the newest one this week. But the streets are all in, all the fire hydrants are in, basically all of the infrastructure. The most expensive and the most difficult part of
I can't really hear you too well, Louis, right now as the video's playing. But we get the picture. We see construction is happening over here. There's a lot of work here. It's 55 acres in total, as you mentioned. Tell us a little bit about what's going to go on. Let me remove this right now for a second here. Tell us a little bit about what's going to happen in this development. What buyers can expect. So I know you're having like a spa, the gym. Tell us a little more about the project itself now.
I'm glad you brought that up. So I'm going to pull it up right here. All of the amenities we're going to have on site. We're going to have, give me 1 second. Let me get to it real quick. Right there. I don't know if you can see that.
I'm going to add it right now. There you go. Perfect.
Okay, it's going to have a 10,000 square foot townhouse, clubhouse rather. It's going to have concierge. It's going to have 24-hour security, co-working area. You know, there's always someone that needs to work on vacation. That would be you and I, Gino. We're going to have a golf simulator. We're going to have a movie theater, one of 2 movie theaters, one inside and one outside by the pool area. It's going to have a game room. It's going to have a kiddie room. It's going to have all of the courts, like a basketball court, a volleyball court, a pickleball court, tennis courts, badminton courts. It's going to have yoga and Pilates, dedicated areas for yoga and Pilates, a meditation garden. It's going to have a zone for hammocks. It's going to have one of 2 gyms. One of them is going to be a crust training style gym, and the other one's going to be a more luxury gym with a steam room and installations for massages and spa treatments. And you're also going to have bicycles that you can run around the 55 acres in. Now, presently, we are 20 minutes from Disney, but we're building a new road, which is going to give us access to Celebration Boulevard. It's going to move us from 20 minutes to Disney to 10 minutes to Disney. So if you get bored here, just go to Disney World. It'll be 10 minutes away.
Right. So when is that going to be ready, that road? Because that's an important point you're bringing up again, because people want to be close to Disney. If you're 20 minutes away, not so great. But, once you get to about 8 minutes away, that's fantastic. So when will that road be ready? That's Celebration Boulevard. When are they going to be expanding that?
So we're expecting it to be ready in 18 to 20 months. But, we have to deal with the county permits for that. So that sometimes takes the longest part of getting everything done. I have the people, I have the money, I have the crew, I have everything ready to build the road. I just have to wait for the county to say it's okay, go ahead and build it.
Throw a few perks in and they'll do it in no time. For that.
So actually, we actually just did that, I can't talk about it, but we just did that.
Yeah. All right. So show us what the project's going to look like now. This picture here is obviously the pool area and the gym. Tell us more. Show us a few more of the designs that you have here, Louis, please.
Sure. This is the resort pool. In fact, when Disney saw it, they felt it was too small. So we're building a water park and on the property, and they were happy with that. So now Disney World's going to have its own office inside of this clubhouse where families can go to and sit at a desk and plan their day or their week or their 2 weeks at Disney World with actually a Disney employee, a Disney expert, which can tell you, no, do it this way and you'll save time, or do it this way and you'll save money. So that's huge that we're going to have that in our lobby. This is the children's play area for the little kids, for the little ones. We're going to have a restaurant open 24/7 where you can order room service to all of the rooms, as well as bars throughout the property. This is our 8-bedroom homes, and even though they're sold out, I like to show them because they're beautiful. The architecture is very unique. There's nothing like this in Orlando presently. So that's another aspect, is our European style look. Now, this last one sold for $889,000 without furniture and without all of the equipment. They had to add another $96,000 to furnish and equip because they had to buy our furniture package, which is what you're seeing here. Then we go to the 6-bedroom townhouses. The last one sold for $689,000, also unfurnished, unequipped. They had to add another $76,000 to furnish and equip it. And then we move into the phase 3, our first condo hotel. From phase 3 forward, they come completely furnished, completely equipped. So here were the 1 and 2 bedroom condo hotel units. The last one sold for $424,000, fully furnished, fully equipped. And as you can see, we maintain the aesthetics and the luxury and the look and feel of every unit. So it doesn't matter if you stay in a studio or if you stay in an 8-bedroom house, you're going to see the same quality, same luxury. These are the townhouses. I have 1 3-bedroom and a den available for $627,000. It's a 1,609 square foot unit, sleeps 8 people. It has its own pool in the back, private pool. And this is exactly what it's going to look like.
Now, let's go back to the junior suites and the studios, because before you were mentioning all the prices when it comes to the furniture package and all that, but you guys, in fact, right now are adding that, are putting that into the full price. So it's $211,000, and that's fully furnished, correct?
That is absolutely correct,
Yeah.
Gino. The studios start at $211. The junior suites start at $350. Basically, a junior suite is a 1-bedroom. It's just an extremely large hotel with a 1 private bedroom that sleeps 4 people because it has a sleeper sofa. The studio is a fairly large hotel room which sleeps 2 people. So they're both excellent. They're both turnkey, and they both come fully furnished, fully equipped, ready to do business.
So right now we have questions over here. We have a fellow agent here, north to south, that's asking a question. Lena's on right now, and she asked a question. She wants to know what the HOA is. So give us a little bit of information about all the payments, because yes, this whole project is a condo hotel, and you guys manage the condo hotel for the buyer, and then they get to use the condo hotel for 30 days out of the year. Not sure if that has changed, but that was the last we spoke, 30 days out of the year, unless they're purchasing the townhomes, and they can do what they wish with that. But if they purchase a junior or a studio, then they get involved in the condo hotel program, and then you guys manage it and run it for them. So give us a little bit of information, how it's run, and the HOA, please.
Sure. The HOA is part of what's your fixed expenses. So I have hotel expenses and I have fixed expenses. If the unit does not rent, I want to clarify something before I move on. GPI is a third-party company. It's not being managed or run by us. We work for the developer, and GPI brings their expertise. They're the ones that manage the hotel side. They're the ones that brought Disney World. They're the ones that brought the Preferred Hotel Group. So that alliance with them is very, very important to all of the investors and to the developer as well. So they bring the business aspect of owning a hotel to what the term I used earlier, the simple form. It doesn't get any easier than this, having them manage everything. Now, I can't show you the numbers because since they are a third-party vendor, in other words, they're the ones managing, they're also the ones that have the licenses that allow them to show the math and the numbers legally. I am a licensed real estate agent with the state of Florida, and I work for the developer. So legally, I don't have the fiduciary license to be able to show you the math or how it works. I can tell you the HOA. Give me 1 second here. I can tell you that the HOA is going to run on the junior suites. The HOA will be. So you see here, HOA, water and light?
Yeah, we see that. Go ahead.
Okay. So,
just scroll.
Yeah. Hold on. It got too big.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. All right. There you go. Yeah.
So the first one is your yearly water and light bill. The second one is your yearly HOA on a studio, which is $400 a month.
$400 per month for the
yes
for the HOA.
Yes, on the studio. On the junior suite, it's $6,600 a year,
Junior suite,
or
66.
$300, or I'm sorry, it's
But like $500. So for over $500, that's for sure.
a little over
Yeah.
500. So 6,600 divided by
Almost like
12,
$600,
we're looking
almost
at
like $600 a month.
550 a month.
Yeah.
And that includes obviously the insurance that covers the exterior and the roof of the building. Anything happens outside of the unit, it's covered with the HOA.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about now how this whole program works. You have the preferred GPI. They're going to be taking care of all the rentals for the client, whoever purchases. And then how long do they get to, if I wanted to use it, for example, I mentioned 30 days previously. Is that still the case, that people can use this for 30 days?
Absolutely. It's 30 days. And something I want to clarify, it's 30 days in their unit. So if they wish to use more time, they just simply have to call GPI. Understanding that they won't be staying in their unit, they can have more time. But in the contract they're going to sign, they're allowed 30 days free in their unit. They don't pay to stay here. They don't, it's no cost, because they're staying in their house.
Excellent. Excellent. Now, what's this you're showing us? You're showing us the little walkway here. You're going to have all kinds of restaurants, stores. To fill us in about the commercial aspect of the property.
So this is still being defined, Gino. There's been an update to this. However, I can't discuss it yet, but they are condo hotel units. They are studios. They are junior suites. We're just going a little higher. So we're going to add studios and junior suites to this. The first floor will be all retail, commercial space. And that's also for sale. If anybody wants to open a business here in Orlando, that at $350 a square foot. The smallest size you can buy is 1,500 square feet, which is an average size for a small coffee shop, a small retail, whatever you want to build here. It's a matter of having the client that wants to buy the retail space, again, at $350 a square foot. Smallest size they can buy is 1,500 square feet. They would have to send us a business plan. And that business plan would be sent over to my developer, Robert Thorne. He would look at it. If it fits into the vision, no pun intended, if it fits into the vision of what he sees here, then it would absolutely be a second meeting with him personally to discuss how we move forward.
Excellent. All right, excellent. To wrap things up here, is there anything else you want to mention here before we let you go?
The last thing I want to mention is that the importance of location. We're going to be 10 minutes from Disney World. My other property, the Flats Resort and Spa.
Oh, we lost him. That's unfortunate. Let's see if he can come back on. But this project, while we wait for him to come back on, let's see. I'll just message him right now. One quick second. Click back on. Let's see if he comes back on. So this project here is Visions Orlando. We have junior suites, we have studios, we have the fits 8 people, the townhomes that start in the 600,000s. I personally have been to this project, so that's why I'm vouching for it. This developer is very well proven. So if you're going to be investing in any projects in Florida or anywhere in the world, for that matter, make sure that the investment is with a developer with a proven track record. So let's get him back on stage. We got him back over here. Here you are. All right. Then we lost you. But I was just recapping what you guys are offering. But go ahead.
Yeah. So I wanted to show you the Flats is also a 7-level building right here. It's very close to my office, and it is minutes from everything. It's minutes from Disney World. It's minutes from Universal Studios. It's 20 minutes from the airport. So it's a very central location. Every property has that location aspect to it. And that's the key to working with my developer. He has the knack to buy the properties where they need to be for you to invest your money and maximize your money. So the money coming in because of location is key. You know, those are the 3 rules of real estate.
Yeah, so the return on investment, I mean, we can get into that in more detail. If you want more information about how this all works and how we can make this work for you, contact me today, Gino Santa Rosa, North to South Realty at 561-871-1889. I'll just put my number in here, 561-871-1889 in the comment box. Message me for more info. Now, tell us a little bit more about the Flats before I let you go, because I know you have all these projects. So why don't we just talk about the Flats here briefly? Can you show us what this project looks like?
I can. Give me 1 second. I'm going to share again. Share
And if you want, you can plan a family trip, and this is what a lot of our clients do. They basically go down to Orlando, and then you can actually go to this to their office. You can meet with Louis anytime. We can set up an appointment. You can go down, meet up with him at their Vision Orlando's office. I've been there myself. Very nice place, and he can present the whole project for you. And if you really want to, he can even take you for a drive, I'm sure, so you can actually see the site and the construction. I mean, that's what we did. So I'm highly recommending that for you guys as well out there. So contact me if you want to do that and you want to set up a time. Show us the flats here. That looks like a nice building. Very nice.
So
nice work.
it's like a beautiful building. It's very unique to the area. There is no architecture like this in Orlando. So that's one of the beauties of investing in this property. Six stories. First level is going to be the lobby, the restaurant, the pool area. The 7th floor is going to have an observation deck right up here, an observation deck facing Epcot. So every night you're going to be able to go up to the roof if you want and watch Disney's fireworks from our rooftop.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
It's going to have a pool area, a co-working area, a play area for the kids, a 24-hour fitness center, that 7th floor terraza. It's going to have a cafe and bar on the 1st floor, which will also be providing room service to all of the rooms. It's going to have a yoga area and a grand salon, which you can rent out for, let's say, a wedding, an anniversary, a birthday party, quinceañero, which is very popular with the Latin people. This is the flats. It's going to be run with valet parking. This is the co-working area in the lobby. So it's going to have 24-hour security, 24-hour front desk, 24-hour reservations. It's very important. I don't know if there's any people out there that own an Airbnb. They rent it out to 2 people and then 20 people show up. They're not going to be able to do this product because we have security and a lobby. They have to check in, and we're going to know who checked in. So can't do that with this product.
Now the flats is so far along. I know that months ago you were showing, you guys all had your hard hats and it was a big celebration. You guys are almost ready with this project, are you not?
This product will be ready for December of 2025. The first people that bought will be getting delivery in December of 2025. Whoever were to purchase today, I would say the first semester of 2026, because they would be the last ones to close. It has to go in the order of purchase. Now, like I said earlier, to start, there's 2 types of clients that I have. I have the one client that wants to give me the deposit right away. And on this product, it's a 40% down. And then they start making money right away because January 2026 is right around the corner. And then I have people who need to break a CD, they need to sell a property. I can put them into Visions with a 2028 delivery. So they have time to be able to do whatever they need to do to be able to get the money in.
So Visions Orlando, those suites are all going to be delivered in 2028 at this point.
Visions is, yes, 2028, and then phase 4. And then this one, right, December.
In December. Now the flats, what are they starting at?
I have one junior suite that is available that sleeps 4 people. Let me see if it's still here. Actually, I just downloaded 352. So this is the inventory for the flats. That's what I have left.
Well, Louis, are you guys offering furniture packages? Is that included or is that extra?
So it's included.
That's included. That's excellent. So $352,000. You have a condo, junior suite in Orlando, minutes away from Disney, and it's going to be managed by the management company you mentioned previously, which is the GPI group you mentioned. And what are the management fees like when it comes to these properties? Do they differ from project to project, or is it a straight percentage for all projects?
It's going to be a straight percentage for all of them. And basically, the beauty of the management company that's operating for us is that they enter into business with you. They are a business partner with you. So if they don't rent out the unit, they don't charge anything. That's very important. A lot of companies here, especially Airbnb management companies, rented or not rented, they're going to charge you because that's their business. That's what they do. With GPI, they understand that if they're not getting the job done, that they shouldn't be charging.
Interesting. Okay. So do you mind sharing what the percentage is, or you're not able to share that with us here on the live?
So since I cannot, what I can do is we can do a private Zoom where I can bring GPI in. So if anybody listening wants to learn the numbers, just call us, set up an appointment with me. I'll set up an appointment with GPI, and not only will they go over all of the projections of whatever property you want, They'll also tell you how they operate, everything about their operations, how they work.
Good. Good. So that's all great stuff. I mean, your projects are flying right now, and it's great that you're closing in December, so people can actually come to that project as well to take a look at what that looks like. And it's great that you still have a little bit of inventory left. These rooms look beautiful look, beautiful.
I agree with you. They're really beautiful. They're very unique. I mean, it's a hotel that you're going to want to come back to visit again and again.
Yeah, 2 bedrooms, 890 square feet.
They're huge.
Now, do these units here, do they have little kitchenettes, or they don't come with a kitchenette? How is this more like a hotel?
They come with a full kitchen. They come with a full kitchen over here.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, there you are. Yeah, so you have a full kitchen.
Something that's very key, because you can finance this product. Something that's very key. My wife does financing, so I am not the one that does the financing. However, I hear her speak all the time. Key to be able to finance these units, even the smallest ones. Typically 500 square feet or larger can get financing. Anything smaller cannot. However, the keyhole to that, or the loophole to that, is if it has a kitchen in it, no matter what size, they can be financed. And all my products come with a kitchen.
Yeah, so basically they would get into a DSCR. I mean, I'm not a mortgage agent or anything like that, but we can't speak about what it is. It's a DSCR loan, and they normally have to put down 25% to achieve a DSCR loan to get one. And then you're looking at approximately, if it's $350,000, then you're looking at approximately, let's say, $90,000 to close on this project. You would probably have to put $90,000 down. Since the furniture is all in there, that's great. They would just have to pay the closing costs on top of the $90,000, and they get a property that's going to be generating income from day one, starting in January or February delivery for the clients that are interested in this project. So this is a good bet right here, the flats, because it's available right this minute. So for those that want to start making rental income, this is a good project, the flats, to look into. Contact me anytime. My number is below, 561-871-1889. You can send me a text message or WhatsApp me. If you're going to WhatsApp me, actually, you can use my other number here, because that's the number that works. And it's and I'll put this over here as well. Hang on a second. It's my 416 number, 416-648-2442. You can message me here on WhatsApp. Okay, and then we can chat about this and set up a Zoom with Louis, a one-on-one Zoom, and we can get into detail. Anything else you want to talk about? Any other projects that you may have? Because you guys are building all over the place at this present time, which is fantastic.
So we are building all over the place. I'm very excited. We'll be moving our offices in the next week or so. Unfortunately, I can't tell you the name of the new project because it has yet to be named. But I can tell you it's going to be a 17-story tower, and it's going to be very close to Universal Studios. How close? 5 minutes from Universal Studios. So that next project will be to be determined, price, name, and how quickly we can get it out there. But again, T&G will probably be the constructor for us there. So they're pretty quick at what they do, and they're experts at building hotels and resorts, which is why we like to partner with them. And that project will be coming shortly. We'll just have to do another meeting with you, Gino.
Further down the road. But I have to say, it's actually Universal. Universal is a fantastic place to visit, because I even have a season's pass at Universal. You know what? The one thing I thought of is the price to get into Universal. You know, it's a lot cheaper than going into Disney, that's for sure. So it's good that you guys have your properties close to Universal, because you're right. The numbers speak for themselves. Universal is getting a lot of visitors per year. What are the numbers again for those that missed it? Louis, what are the numbers for Universal? How many people do you have the differentiation between the two resorts? Numbers. So let's start with
Florida. Florida saw over 140 million people. Orlando saw over 75 million people. And with Universal adding Epic Universe, we're going to add another 18 to 36 million visitors in the next 5 years. Now, I want you to keep in mind, Gio, in the last 10 years, our tourism increased by 12 million. In the next 5 years, it's going to triple that. It's going to increase by 36 million.
And they all need a place to stay.
They all need a place to stay. And that's where we come in. It's about supply and demand, or find a need and fill it. That's what we're here for.
Excellent, man. Thanks a lot for coming on the live YouTube. We're going to do this again for sure. That's Louis Roman. He's from the Flats Resort and Spa and Visions Orlando Resort and Spa. Thanks again, mi amigo from Orlando. I'd love to come by and see you again at your office. And we look forward forward to having you on again. Thank you very much. Gracias, amigo.
Excellent. Thank you, Gino. Goodbye, everybody.
Take care, guys. Thank you.